remember Super Mario Sunshine? I do. I remember. Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine made me allergic to light. But yeah, I remember the game. Does anybody else remember this great game? Or are we the only ones? I remember Super Mario Sunshine. He touched me. He touched me hard. Can we cut? Can we cut? Super Mario Sunshine is one of those games that often gets forgotten about by some of the newer gamers out there. And I gotta say, I don't fully understand why. Super Mario Sunshine is an awesome game that I just think is beautiful. It looks great, it plays well, and it just gets you in that summertime feeling, that summertime vibe. And seeing that it's summertime now, I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and take a look at this game. Because what screams summer better than sitting inside and playing video games? Like a real human being would do. We're talking about Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine is all about Mario, Peach, and whoever this politician is, taking a vacation to the relaxing island that is Isle Delfino. But when they get there, the place is covered in pollution, and the police decide to take Mario into custody. You see, there's been this YouTuber who's been painting his symbol all over town, trying to get more subs off of it. But all the locals have agreed that his channel is mid at best, so they've decided to capture Mario and kill him to vent their frustrations. That's not what happened at all. See, what's actually happened was Mario has been framed for the graffiti. This graffiti's magic in nature and has covered the island in almost every single little corner. And most importantly, it's caused all of the shine sprites to vanish, thus putting the island in darkness. Eternal darkness. Wrong game, dude. This is the whole premise of the game. Go through the worlds and complete levels to get shine sprites. Super Mario Sunshine is the GameCube's Mario 64. But this time, instead of being in a castle, you have this tropical island paradise. And this is such a nice place. It feels so vibrant and happy. I don't know anyone who hasn't played this game and didn't want to drive to their nearest beach and for a little day trip. Super Mario Sunshine isn't just a good game to look at. It's also really fun to play. Despite Mario being thick AF, he still controls buttery smooth, and he carries over a lot of his moves from Mario 64, with the exception of the long jump. As a result of the fact that this game has such good controls and the GameCube controller is so good, this is easily one of the best 3D platformers, and I don't think that it's been topped since its release. We even get to ride our good friend Yoshi again. But what really sets this game apart is the fact that you get the robot backpack Flood. In order to clean up the island, Mario has been given this water pump robot named Flood. Flood has 4 nozzles: the sprayer, hover, turbo dash, and the rocket. The nozzle you'll be using the most has to be the sprayer. And it's really cool how they designed this. When you hold down the GameCube's trigger lightly, Mario will spray whatever is directly in front of him, and you have full movement. However, if you hold down the trigger, Mario will lock in place, and the joystick now aims rather than moves you around. It's really cool because you're going to be spraying a lot of things. Hell, Mario is spraying the walls, he's spraying the men, the women, he's spraying the dogs. Somebody needs to lock this horny Italian up. The other big nozzle you're going to be using is the hover nozzle. When you're holding down the trigger in the air, you can hover around for a little bit, kind of like a jetpack of sorts. This is what they use to replace the long jump for most of the platform. And lastly, we have the Turbo Dash and Rocket Jump. These are the only nozzles that need to be unlocked. Out of the two, the rocket is far more useful for completing levels. Hold down the trigger and then boom, you're flying sky high. The Turbo Dash is cool in concept, you know, letting you travel fast enough to poop your pants. But I feel that the game doesn't have nearly enough levels with wide spaces to travel within. Let's talk about Isle Delfino. I couldn't think of a good transition when writing this. That sounds awful to say. So Isle Delfino is all interconnected by a single place called Delfino Plaza. This little plaza is such a bright and happy place to be. You have fruit vendors, the buildings are all neat, and they feel like a small little island village. The electrical system is powered by shine sprites, which I don't know whether that's resource extraction or enslavement. I'd have to look at the jurisdiction of this whole island. Either way, this place is great. Everything is all just bright and happy, and whenever I walk around this place, I feel like I'm on summer vacation at an island. And the good thing is that most of the time, this place also has fun little secrets to explore that lead to all sorts of shines, coins, lives, and even some really fun levels. Except for this pachinko level. F this level. Places like Bianco Hills, Penartha Village, and Rico Harbor all feel like just simple places to live at. The people here just have such a good time. They don't have to stress about the problems of the world, and they're just free to live their lives. Then we have Gelato Beach and Noki Bay. These are the areas that I wish I could just set my tent up and relax on the beach like the dirty, filthy American tourist that I am. Does Super Mario, their universe, have an America? Like, Mario is canonically Italian, so like, America has to exist. Did George Washington of the Marioverse just jump on the king's head over and over again in order to get independence? Then we got places like Piana Park and Serena Beach. Easily the places with the most OSHA violations. I can imagine most kids wanting to go to Piana Park, begging their parents to do it, only for them and their family to end up in a top 10 video of the worst amusement park disasters. And don't get me started on Serena Beach. Like, there are ghosts everywhere, the bathrooms don't work, and there's no soundproofing between rooms. I swear, I had to listen to these two lovebirds all night long. Whether it's just trying to get to the end to collect a shine, fighting a boss, or having to complete some specific task, I never felt like there was a time the game repeated anything. Some of the best levels, in my opinion, are when you get to fight Petey Piranha, the Super Blooper, do some dental work on this eel beast. I find they're all the best at combining Mario's traditional platforming with FLUDD and the new mechanics. This is why Super Mario Sunshine is so good. You aren't always trying to get to the end of a level like in other 3D platformers. You have other stuff like trying to get some guy the largest possible watermelon. Or you have to skate on the water on a blooper in an obstacle course. Hell, you get a race against this Pokey Flab Biscuit. And the spray chain chomps with water to cool them down is also really cute in my opinion. Super Mario Sunshine also has these levels set in a weird pocket dimension where you don't have FLUDD and your only goal is to get to the end. These levels vary in difficulty from easy peasy to what the fuck. But nothing will prepare you for the level of BS that is the Sandbird and the Manta Storm. The Sandbird is a level where you have to collect 8 coins in order to get the shine. It sounds very easy, but for some ungodly reason, the physics and some alternate cosmic force makes it so that way you just fall over and over and over again. I swear, I'm not even that bad at platformers, but for some reason, this level, just the physics goes out the window. And next thing you know is that you're falling to the earth over and over again, wasting millions and millions of lives. And then there's the Manta Storm, another BS level. You have to recover the hotel by defeating this shadowy manta shadow that travels along the ground. All you have to do is spray it with water. It'll split off and it'll continue to split over and over again until you've destroyed all of the mantas. And it doesn't sound that bad. That is until you realize that if you get hit by this, you go flying off and lose all control of Mario. It's complete BS because you lose all sense of control and nothing you can do can stop you from taking damage. These two are the worst levels in the game, and it really does suck that you have to beat them to beat the game. But luckily, most other levels aren't this level of BS. Thank God we have other fun levels that make up for the Sandbird. Like my personal favorite, the Mecha Bowser fight. Here, Princess Peach has been kidnapped by Shadow Mario. We have to ride a roller coaster and shoot rockets at this robot to free her. After beating the robot, we finally learn who Shadow Mario is. And it turns out to be Bowser Jr. He believes that Peach is his mother, and Mario took her away from his dad Bowser. He takes her and flies off to Corona Mountain, and we get our big objective for the game: rescuing Princess Peach again. I want to ask a hypothetical question here. Did Bowser Jr. come from an egg, or was he live born? Like, look at those spikes he has on his shell. Like, I know this is all hypothetical, but like, if Princess Peach was in fact Bowser Jr.'s mother, her basement would be destroyed. This is the whole goal of the rest of the game now. Beat Shadow Mario in all of the 7 worlds and unlock the final level after a massive flood. This final level takes place in Corona Mountain as we scale it to try and stop Bowser one last time. I think we just found Bowser Jr.'s Goon Cave. He's got good taste. This final level has 3 parts. The first is a platforming challenge where we're crossing this gap using these alternating tracks. Then we gotta cross a lake of lava in a wooden boat using FLUDD as a motor. And no, I don't know how this boat isn't catching fire. And finally, in the last section, we have to use the rocket nozzle to jump to cloud to get to the top. After these 3 sections, we finally get to fight against Bowser himself. To beat him, all we have to do is run to the end of the pool and jump using the rocket nozzle high in the air, and then butt slam into these weird spiky outset things. Do this 5 times and you'll have beaten Bowser no problem. And with Bowser's defeat, we can finally have a vacation. You know, Super Mario Sunshine does have a few problems. Mainly the biggest 3 are the Sandburn level, the Manta Ray level, and the Pachinko level, which we all agree does not exist and should not be named. Just like Voldemort and Harry Potter. However, everything else completely outweighs these 3 bad levels. The movement is buttery smooth and fun. I love Flood and think he has a whole lot of depth to the game. And on top of that, the game just brings back all the memories. When I play this game, I feel like a kid again about to go on summer vacation. It's an amazing game, and I wish it got a proper remake. Unfortunately, the version on the Switch of Super Mario 3D All-Stars doesn't properly do the game justice. And unfortunately, the GameCube and Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube has gotten really expensive. So unless you have some super magical means of replaying it again, you kinda don't have a lot of options here. But if you do get the chance to play this game through whatever magical super magic means, whether that be spend a lot of money or spend a lot of money, I would say it is worth checking out to this day. But anyway, that's going to do it for the video here. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It all really does help me out, and I love to hear what you guys have to say. But anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!
The Royal Koopa line is as strong as ever. But for now, let's just rest a while.